What's up, party people? Welcome back to the End of Mind podcast. I'm your host, Caitlin, and I have not done a solo episode in so dang long. It's so good to be back with you all and sharing some really, really fun and exciting updates from Meraki Media Management and new offers that we have developed and are already implementing with some very high-end paying clients. So, as you all know, I launched my social media agency back in 2019. Meraki Media Management is not going anywhere at all whatsoever. We still have several clients that we work with under our agency model and are currently onboarding new social media management clients. And it's been such a fun experience to continue to do that and grow for our current clientele. A lot of you may be thinking, who the heck is hiring for social media right now with AI? A lot of our clients at Meraki do not want to be on social media. They don't even want to have to put the prompts into AI. They know that we utilize AI when needed and when necessary. But they have no desire to spend time online and they like to utilize their energy well. So that's who our CEOs are over in the agency, and they really enjoy the service. It's been such a fun time building this company for so many years now, and I'm very proud to be able to still offer that service for clients that, again, they just are not wanting to waste time on social media, or many of them also don't know how to develop social media campaigns. So it's been such a fun growth factor, and yeah, just super proud of Meraki Media Management and what we've been able to do for so long. And with that being said, drum roll, comes our new announcement. This has been developing over the past few months, something that I've been aspiring to do for probably about a year now, if I'm really honest with myself. And a few months back, when AI became very prevalent, a lot of business owners, as they should, wanted to experiment and just take some of the ideas of what they learned from working with Meraki and implement it themselves, which really pushed me into seeing what my community needs that's next level. Maybe areas of marketing that I've always been able to support clients with, but not offered in-house for clients. And I came up with our new fractional chief marketing officer solution-based role. We actually go in person to work with clients, depending on their package level. Most of the time, I recommend once a week. So a lot of these clients that we're working with at this level are local to me. And we provide full-blown in-house marketing services for these clients. This is perfect for a client that is at a multi-million-dollar level of business, and they have not implemented a marketing routine or Rolodex, right, that's worked in the past. It's great for clients that have acquired companies over time, or are even looking to acquire more businesses and morph those businesses into their current company. So what do I mean by that? When I was working with Rolls-Royce and Bentley, a lot of our clients in Texas and, business owners that ran those companies were looking to acquire other dealerships locally, and they were looking to expand right across time. And what was such a fun learning lesson about that was how critical their marketing tactics in order to build relationship trust, validity with current clients that they were looking to acquire with was online, right? A lot of businesses nowadays, that's where we research, right, about clients. That's why you guys haven't heard from me for forever, because after my wedding, Literally was so sick, you guys. I still have a lingering cough and it's going on over a month since I've been married. So bear with me here. Um, this adjustment and expansion of businesses starts to occur more efficiently when a business is well marketed online. So, what it's been such a fun project for me to work with is that when we do social media management for many clients, we are not given all of the information. We're most of the time just posting to social media platforms, could be LinkedIn, Pinterest, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, could be all of those different platforms. But most of the time, clients at our agency model level do not give us full access to the back end of their website, right? Understanding where lead flow is, understanding where to plug up the hole in the pipeline, lead follow-ups, newsletters, email campaigns, community campaigns. We're not even touching those parts of the business. And what I realized is I was longing for more. I was longing for clients that were willing to trust me, bring me in-house, and allow me to completely redevelop their marketing strategy from the bottom up and create more sales for their company. And that was where this offer was developed. It came from a pure place of passion. After working at times with, 20 businesses, I think the most at one time Meraki managed was about 15 businesses, but then I had about 5 other team members that I was managing, sometimes even 10 team members at a time, and it became so crazy and chaotic, and I wasn't able to, again, divulge myself into the companies because that's not what they were hiring us for, right? And really make a significant impact on their leads from all across the board, from all marketing levels, right? We got them an increase on socials, but what were they doing in the back end to warm these leads over time? And going to school for marketing, I have my degree in public relations. This is what I am very, very, very passionate about. It is a next level of passion. I get so excited to see my clients grow and expand and to be able to make an impact on them, their lives, their team members' lives. I feel a part of their community. I'm an addition to their team, right? And I am doing all of this under a consulting model, basically. And, we only take on 1 to 2 clients of this level of relationship and contract at one time because I am literally putting my heart and soul into these businesses. And just as we know, Meraki means to put your heart and soul into your work. And that is exactly what I have continued to do and how the business has continued to expand. And I wanted to share this story because we actually have a few interviews coming up over the next few weeks where we share about changes and the changes to the world, right? The changes of being an entrepreneur in this space for 7 years and what it does to the psyche that a lot of entrepreneurs are either afraid to talk about or choose not to discuss. I think in my experience, it was really like burying my head in the sand, right? Thinking that entrepreneurship, scaling, growing is the only way that I can personally develop myself. And as I have expanded into this new offer, it has allowed me to really step into a person that I have desired to be for so long, offer the results that I have desired to offer, be present with my family, not feel scatterbrained like I'm always thinking about 15 businesses at once, be very solely focused. And it has just totally changed my outlook on life, honestly. And it's only been a few months. So if you are currently at a place where you are feeling lost in your business, like you're constantly grinding, like you're exhausted, I welcome you to ask yourself, what would make you happy? What feels so expansive and exciting to you? I always thought bigger is better, more is better, right? And as I've gotten older, I'll be 30 in the next few weeks here. That's not always true. More is not always better. And sometimes less is best. And I am learning that in so many different areas of my life. And for all that to be said, I wouldn't have found this, right, without going on my entrepreneurship journey. So that is the update on Meraki. As a part 2 of this episode and sharing more about this expansion of my business, as you guys know, I always love to be honest and transparent and share with you all what it takes, right, to make a pivot like this. Obviously, there's an energy that has to change about us as business owners, especially if we're changing so rapidly or, adjusting who we are in what we are providing to people. There has to be that level of confidence, right, as you change and you step into this. But a lot of us have been doing this for a long time. We know our expertise. We know what we bring to the table. And it was really a clicking moment for me when Sean actually said, you have so much knowledge in this field, things that people don't know, things that people will never know, that a lot of them don't even want to learn about or care to learn about. You already know, or you intuitively sometimes know. And that's what's going to make you stand out amongst the crowd on this next journey and path. And I've talked about this on the show before, and we've had other guests talk about this. The entrepreneurial slump, right? Where we all apply for jobs and we start to be really worried and fearful. And sometimes an example of this is don't question that. Don't question that intuitive tug to be applying or reaching out to your network or pivoting, because in those moments, a lot of opportunities arose for me that I would not have been open to if I was just continually to drive and grind through my business, right? I wouldn't have had the space to be open to these opportunities. And I've shared this so many times on this show, but one of the best ways to really develop yourself is by expanding your local network. As you guys know, my grandfather was an entrepreneur. I come from a background of business owners. People know about my name, right? They might recognize me through Meraki or social media. And that's when your expansiveness of your credibility and your validity of who you are and what you offer can really start to make an impact on your career and your life. But you have to be willing to look at it and expand, right? Even if it might not be the expansion that you thought you would have or the way that you thought that you would expand. So I really just want to share that because I know so many business owners are currently struggling with this. And if you're at that pivotal moment, be open to the adjustment, be open to something new coming, because what I can tell you all is I literally have never been happier. I'm so happy that this is happening now during, my first month of marriage, and that I'm able to see my potential, right? And offer that to a company that feels so aligned, that I'm literally loving working with, and still being able to offer that to the handful of agency clients that we continue to bring on. So you can literally design your life any way you want it to be, even if you are in that funk of thinking, nothing more is coming. I'm making horrible decisions. I messed that deal up. I didn't follow up with this person. It doesn't matter, because when it is time for you to step up to the plate and this pivot is fully being divulged into your life, you will be ready for it. You will be ready to take the bull by the horns and do the damn thing. You have so many skills already. Look at how far you've come. Look at what you love to do, and what do you want your life to look like? You can start to create it. It is so incredibly possible. I know because I'm doing it right now, and it's not always perfect. It took a long time, right, to figure this out. But it was worth every single step of the way. I think about the person that I was when I worked for a small family-owned nonprofit in the greater Philadelphia area, and just how lost I was and confused and frustrated by, the routine of it all and like the life that I thought that I had to live, and how I pivoted and created the life that I live today in my first year of marriage. Like, it's just truthfully so exciting, and it would not be able to be done without you all and my community and my family and my friends. And I am just so incredibly grateful to every single one of you for listening to this show, for being avid listeners, to following us on social, like to seeing the potential within myself in the days and the months and sometimes the years that I did not see it. So I just love you all so, so much. I really hope that you are able to see all of the wonderful, beautiful skills within you through out listening to this episode, and knowing that whatever you want to do, however you want to change, whoever you want to be is right around the corner waiting for you. And maybe it's time that you take this step. So love you guys so much. As you always know, I'm in the DMs. If you're struggling with this, you just want to chit chat, I will be over on Instagram. My team has been doing such a fantastic job of expanding our company and building relationships, but I am still always in the DMs. So I will always be over there to support you all and send you all so, so much love. I will chat with you soon.